Greetings, my social media family. I want to hope that the doggone sound is corrected. So if something happens, I will have to fix it. But anyway, I just hope that everybody had an awesome Monday, beginning of the week, because that's the most important day of the week. You know, how you start is how you finish. So hopefully you guys had an awesome day today. And today we are going to talk about living life on purpose and having no regrets. And when I say no regrets, I don't care what happened along the way, never regret it. And this is Dion, and I am your lifeguard. And the reason why I say I'm your lifeguard, because I'm here to save you from drowning in life, this world, and drowning in yourself. Because we can't get in our own way. I have plenty of times, and that's the reason why I feel like I can talk to you like this. And as I share these live broadcasts, you will know why. Anyway. Living life on purpose. Oh, and this is the Chronicles of Livin. And I just want to say thank you to all the people that like my page. I just figured out today how to invite people. This is all because I haven't been on Facebook and I don't know how long. I never really go in there to figure out things. So I'm learning, okay? I'm learning. Anyway, living life on purpose. As I see and as I was inviting people, most of the people are entrepreneurs. So even though I was planning, I'm talking to everybody as a whole and in general. But as an entrepreneur myself, for many, many years, trying many, many things, there's a lot of times we plan things out and it doesn't work out as we plan. And then we got to go back, start all over, start from scratch. Some of us will start from scratch and some of us give up on the first try. But if it was that easy to be a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, guess what? Everybody would have been giving up on the first try. So, you know, it's kind of hot in here because I can't turn on the air because it's going to make too much noise. So if I'm sweating, sorry, bear with me. Anywho, I just need everybody to know that there is no mistakes. There really isn't. You know, and I know you're probably like, okay, Dion, you got to make mistakes. No, I just think that basically you just had to figure it out a different way. You had to do it a different way. You know, the way you tried something or the relationship that you was in that didn't work out. You just had to learn more about yourself. In both instincts, with the business not working out and with a relationship not working out. Sometimes we have to learn more about who we really are and what we are really made of and our true value in order for things to work out the way we want it to work out. Sometimes we gotta just get out of our own way. You know, like for me, I can be a perfectionist at times, and me going live with my phone, with my cell phone is big because I'm one of those people that I was like, I got to get a camera. I got to have a green screen. I got to have the whole setup, you know, and I lost years in wanting to have everything perfect. You know, I lost years in, putting together websites. I had blogs and I wound up having to take them down. I don't think that I did things. It wasn't a mistake. It's just that I had to find a different way of doing it, you know, and now here I am doing it in a different way. And I believe this time, because I have done some soul searching, there's a lot of people that I might have had some unforgiveness in my heart. That is big right there in itself. If you feel like you made mistakes, whether it be a thing or a relationship, forgive whoever, because that is the only way you're going to start being prosperous. Okay. When we have unforgiveness in our heart and we have a lot of regret, a lot of shame in our heart, it's going to like kind of, how I want to say it. It destroys the things that's good that's trying to come to you, the positive energy that's trying to come to you, because you still have all this negative energy inside of you because you're holding on to hurt, pain, shame, regrets. You got to let all that go. You got to forgive people. And it's not about forgiving them for them. It's forgiving them for you. Because when we don't forgive people, and trust me, I've had some people do me real grimy, because I would give a person my last, okay? So I had to learn that. I had to learn not to hold grudges, just forgive. That don't mean that you got to go back. You got to tell them to their face. Just say it in the mirror to yourself. Listen, Tom, I forgive you. And I wish you well. And I wish you many blessings to go on and do what you're here to do. I release you. And I forgive myself for holding the grudge against you and for whatever I did for our friendship or our relationship to end in the way it did. You're saying it to yourself. You're healing yourself. Time don't ever have to know. I don't know why I picked time, but time don't ever have to know, but he'll feel it in spirit that you released him. You know what I mean? I'm going to give you a perfect example. A lot of times, unfortunately, relationships don't work out. And from those relationships, we have kids. And sometimes when the breakup comes, it can get real greasy. Sometimes it can go real smooth, depending on the individuals. You can have one person that's just a kind person and then one person that's just drama. So it turns into something ugly when it doesn't have to be. Me, I'm the calm one. But if you bring the drama, I'm going to silently stop it. So with my situation with my son's father, it was rough. I tried to walk away. I walked away from a lot. We had properties, my house, everything. I walked away from everything because I believe that materialistic things I can always get over. But my happiness, you can't get that over. You are in charge of your own happiness, in case you didn't know that. It's not nobody else's job to make you happy but you. Because I'm going to go back again and say, you were born individually, you're going to die individually. So what if that spouse or that person that you're with, or if you are expecting your mom or your dad to, make you happy, what if they go tomorrow? What if they just never wake up tomorrow? God forbid. Now whose job is it to make you happy? So if you look at it that way, and I hate to say it that way, but it's the truth, we are all here to make ourselves happy. And in doing so, we bring that good energy, that positive energy, and we attract that to us. And therefore, anybody around us, it might take them some time. They could be a little old crabby crab, but it might take them some time. But if you're consistent with making yourself happy, forgiving, not having regrets, not looking back in the past, because the past is called the past for a reason. It's in the past. You can't change it. It's over. You cannot change it. No matter how many times you bring the story back up, you can't change it. So learn how to find the good out of what so many people think is bad. And again, I'm going to use myself for example. My son's father, he was some work. He was like one of those people that if you ever watching TV and you ever watch them shows and the person come on and they had a whole nother life, and yeah, that would be him. Okay. He really had a whole nother life. That's for another day. Anyway, what I found out of all the chaos of our relationship is this: my son. If that's what it had to be, I had to go through that chaotic stuff to get such a huge blessing, my son, out of that, then guess what? I'll do it all again. And that's how you got to look at things. You got to look at it like, okay, what did I learn out of this situation? What did I get out of this? How did I grow? Because everything that we do in life, and that's why I said live life on purpose with no regrets, because everything we do in life, of course, is our choice. It's our choice if we're in a bad relationship and we choose to allow that person to treat us with disrespect. I'm sorry to say, but it's true, because we all have power over our own emotions. We have power over ourself, over our minds, okay? Unless somebody put a chip in your head or something like that and control you from remote control, you have control over you. And again, like I said in one of my other videos, we teach people how to treat us. So the moment you decide I'm going to change me, and if everybody else can't fall in line, then I just got to be a little more selective about who I choose to have in my life once I start changing for the good and for the better for me and for my kid. Because if you have kids and you're changing for the better for yourself, guess what? Your kids are watching. They're going to notice, and they're going to want to make changes in their lives as well, you know? So I'm going to try to keep this short, but I'm so excited that I got some likes. Oh, go Adion. Oh. And I just really need y'all to comment. What regrets do you have in life? What did you learn from them? Who is it that you're holding on to, you're not forgiving, you know? And in some cases, you need to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself, you know, and learn from what it is that maybe you didn't have any power over what happened to you, you know? But understand this, in everything, I don't care how horrible it is, and I'm not saying that with disrespect, but I don't care how horrible it is. We are all here on assignment. And therefore, whatever tragedy might have happened to you, I hate to say it, but it's really for somebody else. It's really for you to help somebody else out with maybe inspiring them from, or keeping them from making the same, I'm not going to say mistakes, but mistakes, you know, so-called that you made. So we're all here to help each other out. Me included. I've went through a whole lot of things, and through the things that I've went through, I've gained so much knowledge, and I've been able to save a lot of people from going down the wrong path because of it, because I was willing to share. I was willing to share my story, just like I'm willing to share with you, you know? So I call it Chronicles of Livin because that's what it is. We are making our own history from day to day. We're making our own chronicles from day to day. And my thing is, what are we learning from our chronicles that we are creating for ourselves? What is it that we can teach kids? You know, it don't have to be your kids, your nieces, your nephews, or just a little boy, little girl coming down, your students or co-workers or whatever. What is it that we can share from our past that we felt it was a mistake, from the people that we didn't forgive, you know? So live life on purpose with no regrets. And I just said to a friend of mine's the other day, he was explaining to me about second guessing things and all of that. And I'm going to say this and then I'm going to go. Basically, it's like this. In life, you won't have regrets and you won't second guess anything if you're making a decision for yourself. And it's not because someone else wants you to do it. It's not because you're trying to make somebody else happy. Do things for you, okay? And I say this respectfully. Sometimes you gotta be a little bit selfish, you know? Because if you're not happy, guess what? People around you not happy. If you're miserable, people around you pick up on that energy. Then they don't want to be around you. People don't want to be around sad, miserable, and hateful people. You don't want to be around that type of person, I'm sure. You want to be around people that's going to keep you upbeat and that's going to make you happy, unless you're one of those people that want to keep drowning in your pity. It's time to stop that, though. We all have an assignment. We all have people that you just never know. If you just touch one person before you leave here, that might have been your assignment, because that one person can touch thousands. You never know. So I'm going to leave you with this. Forgive yourself. Forgive everybody that's ever hurt you, crossed you, backstabbed you. Release them. Let it go. Heal yourself. Heal your spirit. Heal your soul. You'll feel so much better about yourself. And continue to live life on purpose. Look at the things that's been bothering you and write down, what did you learn from it? How did you grow from it? How can you apply it to the next thing, the next venture, next journey that you're going to take, next relationship that you plan to go and be in? That's what you do. Learn from it. Grow from it. Don't be ashamed of it. Okay, so until tomorrow, this is my 6th day. I'm getting there, y'all. I'm getting there. And again, I just want to thank y'all so much for accepting my invite and liking my page. And all I need you to do now is like the post, comment, share. I really want to hear from you guys. If my little videos are helping you in any type of way, just put yes. That's it. You don't have to write a whole sentence if you don't want to, but just put yes. And that way I know that the things that I'm choosing to talk about is a good thing. All right. So good night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace and love. Love y'all.